Ooh. Alright. How do I even start this? Okay. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I've been a bit away from my YouTube because I've been busy with Fan Expo, and let me just say that was just the best part of my life. Like, that, what was it, 5 days or 4 days? Yeah, 4 days. Those 4 days were the best part of the year because it was just filled with such magic and such joy. I will get into the joy part. So, going there, I went there with a bunch of my friends, and I went there expecting to make more friends, and I did, because everyone has a common interest of pop culture, costuming, sci-fi, everything, just everything nerd, right? But I went there specifically to meet my hero, Emma Swan, and yes, the actress is named Jennifer Morrison, but when I saw her, I was like, oh my god, that's Emma! So I went to take a picture with her, and oh my gosh, let me show you the picture, and then I will get to my reaction. Here's the picture in the frame. I'll show a better copy so you don't get the glare. But oh my gosh, was I freaking out. So I was waiting in line, and my friend was with me, and I was like, I'm gonna cry. I'm going to cry. And she's like, it's okay, I got tissues. And I was like, I'm gonna cry. Thank you for the tissues, but I'm gonna cry. So they told us to go line up. And in the line, I'm just like, oh my god, like, oh my gosh, like, this is someone who I've seen on a small screen for 7 years and who's been my hero. Like, she's been the main hero from day one. And yes, if you can see, I met Regina, the evil queen, and I do love her, but she's been the villain, right? I mean, I loved her as the villain in season 1, but Emma Swan has been the hero from day 1, so of course I loved her from the jump. So me waiting in line, I was so anxious and so nervous, and then as we were getting closer, and they pulled the curtain for us to go in, I was like, like I couldn't speak, and I was just like, calm down, Isaac, like, you need to speak to her, like, calm down. And when I saw her face, her theme was just playing in my head, and I went up to her and I was just like, and I couldn't speak, right? But luckily she spoke to me first, and she's like, oh my god, I love your jacket. And I was like, ah, she gets it. So I wore a red jacket that my friend gave me because Emma wears a red jacket, so I had to wear a red jacket for the picture. So I was like, oh my gosh. So then we're just like taking a picture together, and then I'm walking out, and they have like the picture being printed, and they wave it, be like, who's this? I saw my face and I saw her face together, and I was like, oh my god, that's us. So I ran up to it, and then I was like, I can't grab the picture because my hands are shaking. Then I met my friend outside, and I was just screaming. I was like, you can tell that I'm at my happiest because you can't see my eyes. When I smile and you can't see my eyes, that means that I'm at my happiest. So that was like the peak of Fan Expo. And also the next day, I met Tinkerbell and also Liv from iZombie right here. That was amazing because we weren't allowed to do poses with Jennifer Morrison, so I asked the volunteers, I said, for Rose McIver, can we do poses? And she said, one moment, let me get back to you. So then she came back and she said, as long as it's not touching or inappropriate, you can do the pose. So I was like, I got the perfect pose. So I went up to her and I said hi to her, and she's like, hi, how are you? And I said, good, thanks, how are you? And then I said, I got one question. I said, if it's okay, can you eat my brain? And she's like, yeah, of course. So then she posed for the picture, and I think it was her handler who was next to the camera was like, oh my gosh, that is an amazing pose. That is an amazing picture. Everyone's gonna love that. I was like, oh my god, thank you. I was like, I have to get her eating my brain, right? Like, Liv is such a great character, and for her to be a different character every week is just, I just had to be a part of that. Like, what would happen if she ate my brain? She would probably play Kingdom Hearts, Tomb Raider, and cry about Once Upon a Time. That's what would happen if you ate my brain. What else did I do at Fan Expo? I just met a bunch of new people and I took pictures with my Black Panther cosplay, and boy do I have some funny pictures with those. But yeah, that's my Fan Expo experience. I absolutely adored it, and going on after that, it's sad that it's not current, right? I mean, Fan Expo happened and it's gone. But what I do is I take pictures like that and I just put them in my brain, and when every time I'm like feeling sad or angry or just want to pick me up, I just picture those moments in my head, and it's just like, oh my gosh, wow. So yeah, that's my video. Thank you guys for watching, and if you want more, click that subscribe button, and I'll see you next video. Alright, bye.